Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Your favorite podcast on the internet.
With Enzo Antonio and Anna Catherine. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Telepathy, episode 142. We're coming at you today with some pop culture updates.
Yes.
Your regular dose of pop culture updates from your favorite podcast.
Exactly. This episode, I feel like, is truly the epitome of we're opinionated and we have a podcast, so we have to use that as a medium to communicate. Episodes like these are the reason why people want podcast equipment to be less accessible, and that's a valid thought. But also, I think this is going to be a really good episode, so stay tuned, buckle up. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've been consistently doing this for 3 years, so I think we're like legit.
Right, we're 142 episodes deep. Wait, 3 years?
Oh, 3. Okay, yeah. I keep losing track.
142 deep. So like we just have to keep going. And there's been so much happening recently. I don't know.
Yeah, and we're going back to our roots today with just a traditional audio episode.
Yes.
You know, we're always making video episodes, but this time we're just...
Exactly. I've been traveling and stuff. So like we're just bringing it back to the audio, but it's good to go back to your roots sometimes and remember that like we are a podcast and that like not to get too carried away with our face cards. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah, like you guys don't want to be too distracted. You need to focus on the important words that we're saying and the important things that we're talking about, you know, like without us, who's there to talk about pop culture?
Exactly. Like
Clearly
nobody's reporting it. Journalism is dead. No, I'm just kidding. That is all such a lie. It's more just been like I am on summer break. My online classes haven't started yet for the summer. So I've just been on my phone and I've been noticing things going on. And I'm like, wait, I want to talk about this because I have an opinion. So that's what this episode is. So get so excited. But of course, we have to start off with our telepathy traditions. So camp question.
Yes. Okay. I finally thought of one. I think it's a good one. So name, age, and if you could see any artist at a music festival, who would you want to see?
Ooh, wait, at a music festival, because that's like such a different setting. So that's a good question. Yes. Okay. I'm Enzo. I'm 18 or I'm 19. Oh my gosh. Wait, that just scared me. I'm still new to 19, guys. So I think I would want to see Zara Larsson. Like at the moment, that's my answer because I feel like her energy is just so high and her performance level is just so insane that I feel like at a music festival would be so euphoric. But I did get ACL tickets and Billie Eilish is going to be there. No, she's not. I literally just like, I don't know why. I think I was just like thinking of Billie Eilish earlier. So that came out. Anyways, I got ACL tickets and Charlie XCX is going to be there. Lorde is going to be there. And I'm so excited to see them too. Like I feel like Charlie XCX is my other answer.
I think I need to go to that.
You should go.
I think I need to go. If it's not sold out yet, I might see if my mom, maybe like I can ask for that for my birthday.
I think weekend 1 is sold out. I don't know if they release like more tickets or in like increments or whatever, but
is that when you're going?
Unfortunately, I did get weekend 1 tickets, but like there's always a way around. Except like, don't get scammed because it happens.
I'll see what I can do. If not, it's okay, and that just means that next year I have to make a plan to go because that's the last year you're in Austin.
Exactly. But like if there's a will, there's a way. I can always come back to Austin too after. So like never say never.
If it's not this year, it'll be next year though.
Exactly.
Like, I need to go to that while you live there so that I have a free place to stay.
Wait, so true. That's so true. Okay, yes.
But anyways, my name's Anna. I'm 23. And this is like, I guess somewhat of a basic answer just because it's like my favorite artist pretty much. But I would love to see Declan McKenna at a music festival.
Yes.
I've watched a lot of his or MGMT.
Yes. Wait, these are good. We should make a music festival. A telepathy music festival.
We should. Oh my gosh, we should. But like I have watched a lot of Declan McKenna's sets at music festivals and they're so good. Like he just has so many high energy songs. Like imagine hearing like Isambard at a music festival and like if you can't walk then run. And then like MGMT obviously has so many good like I feel like there's just such a good outdoor venue type band. So those are my answers. And I haven't seen Declan McKenna in so long.
Oh my gosh, we've been seeing Deck in like quite a while. Like
I know. Well, like I've seen him more recent than you because in London, but
I got drinks with him last month.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Our close and personal friend, Declan McKenna. Oh my gosh, we honorable mention though for the music festival one though. Sway Lee. Do you know the clip from Coachella where he's like, Coachella, come get her. I really want to fuck her.
Really?
Like,
No.
I needed to be there for that. Anyways, honorable mention.
Nice. Okay, next up, we have our music and TV and movie shout outs. I didn't even look at my music shout out yet.
This is
I need to find one.
I have two shout outs that are polar opposites, but I think that they really go well together and kind of just encapsulate the vibe I've been on recently. So our first shout out, I have to scroll far into the telepathy playlist because it's so long, but first one is The Cure by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. Like, I'm excited for this album. I think that this vibe, this kind of pop rock genre blend going on, she's always been so good at that. And I'm like loving that this is the energy we're going with. And then my second
I feel like she's
shout-out-
getting she's getting like better and better with each album, because like her first album I didn't love her. Like I was like, okay, it's like fine, but it's not my thing. The second album I was like, okay, I like a few of these songs, like I can get into this. And then this new album, all the songs she's released so far I think are so good.
Exactly, because from Sour, my favorite songs were like Brutal and then Jealousy, which I feel like were kind of the more like rockish vibes, I guess. I mean, Jealousy could be debatable, but and then with Guts, like All American Bitch was so good. Like I love this genre for her, and so I'm really excited. And my second shout out, which is very, very different, but it's Do It For You from Between the Lines, the musical. I've actually never seen the show, or I don't fully know the plot either. I'm just familiar with the show itself, you know, like not the actual plot and whatever. But this song, Do It For You, apparently it's sung by 3 mermaids. And I kind of was like, okay, wait, let me just put that in the dream rolls, my theater bucket list notes app thing, because love this song and it's sung by mermaids. So it's going in the telepathy playlist.
My shout out for this week is another new song. It's Charlie XCX's new song, SS26. It's so good. Spring, summer, 26. It's like not at all what I expected. Like,
yeah,
it's a little bit different for her, I feel like. It's not as heavy on the like electronic, I guess. I don't know.
I will say the song could have benefited from like 1 more minute of it. I feel like it was picking up slightly, and like I wanted to see it build up to like more not more electronic or even more like rock vibe, like just a little bit more intense, because I felt like I was like, wait, I was like needing something slightly more, but I was loving that.
Yeah, I don't know. She hasn't announced like an album yet. I don't know if these are one-off singles or if they're gonna be in an album, ? But like I would love for her to release a new album this year.
Yeah, because she had the Rocky Music song too, which honestly, like I'm just down for people experimenting. So I'm like, you know what, go for it.
Yeah, I honestly love anything she does. Like I loved the Wuthering Heights album too. That was like that should have been more popular, honestly. Like I first kind of counted it off because I thought it was just like a movie soundtrack mainly, but like it could easily be a full standalone album if she hadn't, you know, like she could have released that as just an album. It didn't have to be a movie soundtrack. It would have felt like a complete album to me. But yeah, and I was reminiscing about Brat Summer last night or 2 nights ago. I was driving to like a birthday party and I was listening to Brat and I was just like, oh, I miss Brat Summer. And
like a Brat when I'm popping
Brat is still like, it has still not gotten old. Like I can listen to any of the songs and just be like, oh, this is amazing.
Oh, and you were in LA during Brat Summer.
I know.
Like, how many people can say that?
I know. It was the best time. Oh, it was just the best. Like, I'm so nostalgic for it right now. Also, you can listen to any of our music shout outs on our telepathy playlist, and you can get to that by going to our Instagram at the telepathy pod. Click the highlight titled playlist, and we have a link to our Spotify playlist with all the songs that we've shouted out, and they're all just like really good. Not to brag or anything. You've probably been watching a lot of movies and TV shows since you're on summer break.
Yes.
Do you have any shout outs?
Oh my gosh, let me go to my letterbox because I've been trying to actually keep up with them. But I watched some of the Hunger Games. Oh, and Catching Fire. Wait, yes. I watched Aquamarine. So good to like be nostalgic with that. And then kind of on that.
Aquamarine. That makes me want to listen to Addison Rae.
To me. Okay, wait, so true. And then I was on a little 2000s kick because of that. So I watched The Princess Diaries, which I feel like I've seen before, but maybe like so long ago. So it was really good to see that again. And love Anne Hathaway, love Julie Andrews. Then I watched No Hard Feelings. Oh my God. This movie is so good because it has a very risky plot. Like they could have flopped really hard with this, But it's just so funny. It works so well. The acting is good. Jennifer Lawrence is brilliant. I've already seen this movie before, but I just have to like rave about it again. Then I watched Mamma Mia, love, already seen that before. Anyone But You. Okay, my Letterboxd review literally was, wait, so this whole movie could have been prevented if Sydney Sweeney waited for Glenn Powell to wake up before she left. Like, I'm so serious.
I genuinely can't remember if I've seen that movie or not.
It has Sympathy by Declan McKenna in it.
Okay, yes, I did see it then.
And it's kind of out of place because it's like they're at the beach.
When you were watching it, did you remember that it had that song in it?
I actually did.
Like start and you like, okay.
No, I definitely like, it was like the and I was like, oh, there he is.
It's like a jump scare.
It kind of is because they're in Australia. Life is good. And all of a sudden it's like, sympathy, won't you come around?
That song is always a jump scare. Even if I'm listening to it like in order in the album, it's a jump scare.
This is very true. But our close and personal friend, Declan McKenna, we love him, of course.
Yes, of course. I don't know if I have any movie shout outs. I did watch Catching Fire also. And I've been trying because I want my boyfriend to watch the newer Hunger Games movies. He hasn't watched like the President Snow one.
Ooh.
But he loves the Hunger Games. But I fell asleep during it.
Oh, she was tired.
Nothing against the movie. I was just tired. I literally fell asleep like before she even got into the arena, and then I woke up and it was like over. And I was like, what? I was so disappointed. TV show. Sorry, this intro is going so long, but we like have so much to catch up on. I feel like
it's okay.
I've been like obsessed recently with Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
It's so good. Like I just needed a new show to watch, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll check this out. And like I got like addicted to it. Like I've almost finished the whole thing. I have a few episodes left of season 4, but it's like so entertaining. I love it so much.
Well, yes. Okay, is it time to get into the episode?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, should we start off with James Charles? Is that just like a crazy place to start?
So I know nothing about this, so I'd love for you to like fill me in.
Okay, I've been on summer break. Online classes haven't started yet. So this is really me educating the employed, aka Anna.
No, yeah, that's so sad. Like, I just don't get summer break. Like, that's actually so sad. I'm like mourning summer break.
Honestly, as soon as my classes start, I'm going to be doing the same, but it's okay because we have internet stuff to talk about. I have opinions. We're going to recap it first, but to nobody's surprise, James Charles is in another little scandal. It's been James Charles versus Tati, James Charles versus minors. Now it's literally James Charles versus a Spirit Airlines employee, or actually a former Spirit Airlines employee, and that's kind of the whole premise of this. But essentially, he has a spam page where he's always ranting and screaming about something because he does have to maintain some sort of relatability to his broke, worthless audience. And so he mentioned how there was a DM from a Spirit Airlines employee saying that they were laid off, and I think it was a GoFundMe asking for money from James Charles, and he was livid that this person had never supported him before, and it was their first time messaging him, and he was telling them to go get a job. And there's so much wrong with this. I don't even know where to start. I don't know if it's the fact that he really felt the situation was extreme enough to warrant a screaming rant to be recorded and posted publicly, because I know it's a spam page, but let's remind ourselves that spam accounts are merely just a concept. They are public, especially with celebrities. Like, this isn't just like a private, like little like followers only thing. Like, this is a public spam page. So like, unfortunately, your actions do still have consequences. But my other thing is James Charles has so many followers, and he must get a lot of DMs, and I'm sure a lot of them are probably spam or just like random people reaching out for whatever. And so like, this is why a lot of celebrities have, like somebody on their team literally designated to check their emails and to sort the spam and to flag the important ones. So I don't know what about this specific DM made him go off, but he was just yelling about this Spirit Airlines employee being like, it'd be funny to go get a job. Like, I don't care that you were just laid off. Like all of this stuff going on and on.
My question.
Yes.
My question is, if you got laid off by Spirit Airlines, why are you going to James Charles for help?
Like, this is very true. Like, Spirit Airlines did just combust. And like, I have seen some headlines about people being like, oh, this so-and-so donated to the GoFundMe of the Spirit Airlines employee. But like, have we heard from the Spirit Airlines employee? Like, was this spam? Was it just like a random thing? Like, I'm so confused. What about this DM like stood out to him so much? Because I'm sure like at least 20% of his inbox is probably spam because he's such like a big account, I guess, that the people trying to reach out to whoever are probably going to try to reach out to him. So anyways,
True.
Like I do agree that yes, influencers aren't just cash cows. And so when someone doesn't appear to be supporting you, it's like, yeah, do you see me for me or just for my money? Like that's an absolutely valid concern or like thing to be a little bit frustrated about. But can I just say though that you don't get to flaunt and then complain when people bring up money? Because like, sure, do what you want with your money. But when you're strutting in a private jet to Coachella, baby, you brought the materialism into the conversation. Like, I'm getting a little sidetracked now. But like the next thing that's so off-putting about this video is what was the intended response? Like, I just need to know in a perfect world, how did James Charles see the comment section of this video? Like, what was it supposed to look like?
Yeah, like how did he post that video and be like, oh, this is going to go over great. Everyone's going to agree with me. Like he could have easily just read that DM and ignored it. He didn't have to like put it into a public space, you know? He could have either ignored it or he could have responded back being like, hey, I feel for you, but I can't just donate money to one person because then I'll have to donate money to everybody or, you know, something like that. Like he could have had a legit response to this person and not made it, turn it into a huge thing.
Like I'm sure so many people with a bunch of followers get messages like this all the time. And they do just have to be like, wait, I don't know you. It seems like you don't know me. I don't know if this is a scam, you know, so I'm just going to move on with my day. But the fact that he like went all out and was screaming, ranting about it in this video. And he was like, well, like I always am screaming and ranting on my spam page, but it's like, I don't know. Like, is that what you want your brand to be then? To be like always yelling about something? Like it's so, I don't know. It feels so weird to me because also it's like, who do you think your audience is? Because when you have 40 million followers, like a majority of those people are probably just working class people who aren't extremely rich. And I'm sure like so many people in his audience are either struggling to find a job or also recently got laid off. Like this is something that happens. This is something that is happening. And so like, why are you putting somebody on blast for being in your DMs? Like you don't have to donate. You're not obligated to. It is like kind of a weird message. Like I do get it, but it's weird.
Yeah. That's also interesting. That also just the fact that he has a spam page is interesting to me. Like what other celebrities have spam pages? Or like, I don't know. That's just kind of like a new concept to me.
Right. You should just like retitle it like the videos that I don't send off to an editor. Like no shame if you have an editor, but I don't know. It's just weird to be trying to hire like assistants and people for your team and all of this. And then it's like, oops, spam page where I just scream and rant. And this is the stuff that gets me in hot water. So it's like kind of ironic.
It's so interesting to me that he just still hasn't learned from any of his mistakes. Like,
right.
How does he keep repeatedly getting himself into these situations?
It's at the point where he would benefit from sitting down and pre-recording a bunch of apology videos with blanket statements that are just very general and not about a specific situation. And then he can just use them interchangeably and put like text on them that's like my response to the blank situation. Like at this point,
that's
maybe
so
he'd
funny.
benefit from that. But it's frustrating because it seems like James Charles is now taking a different approach to the internet. And it's almost like he wants to be less relatable and separate himself as one of the rich influencers, or dare I say not even an influencer, but like trying to be like a celebrity. Because I mean, shit, I'd be jealous too. Like, I mean, obviously he is very successful on the internet, but it's like he has to do so much, post so much, scream about so much. When Emma Chamberlain is over here, she like quit YouTube. She quit her podcast. She's on the Met Gala red carpet and she's like tea. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd be mad too, I guess.
Wait, we could even talk about Emma Chamberlain quitting her podcast in this episode because it's pop culture updates.
Wait, we so could.
I mean, there's not really much to like say about it, but yes. Well, are you done with the James Charles?
I have like a few more points about like his out of touchness, and then we can like fully move on.
You can
I'm like very
about
passionate about this, but
sorry guys, I don't know if you can hear the background noise, but the car just decided to like be really loud.
Oh my gosh, it's okay. There was like fully a parade earlier and I was like, oh, but I don't think you could like hear it. Okay, one of my examples on his recent out of touchness is he took a private jet from LA to Coachella weekend 2, which he only went to promote his new single. And this isn't me being like, oh, did he only go just for this? Like he said he was going just for that. And there was a comment that was like, oh, like we really needed a private jet to go to Coachella again just to take a video in front of the Ferris wheel. And he responded just with yes. So it's like, he's not even trying to walk on any eggshells, trying to appear as a normal person at this point. He's committing to the careless, out of touch celebrity bit because...
So interesting.
And it's weird because his relationship to wealth and status has always been so concerning to me because it really does give off the vibe that he was the kid who wasn't popular in high school and now he has money and fame and doesn't know how to act because of it. And so he appears to be like so out of touch. And second of all, let's address the elephant in the room that this isn't the first time that he's used his fame to get something or to make fun of somebody or to blast somebody. Like he literally has messaged minors and like sent inappropriate pictures to minors, thinking that his status and whatever would just trump the fact that, hello, you're like 20 something. Okay.
I don't even know.
Emma Chamberlain turning 25 a couple days ago. I feel old. Like she's 25.
I mean, like I'm 23, so I feel like I've always just associated her as like kind of the same age as me.
But like, that's like when it hit me that like, where is time gone? Like, I don't know.
Okay, wait. The weird thing to think about is, okay, wait, how old is Alicia Marie right now?
She's like 33. Wait, Alicia Marie age?
Yeah.
She's 33. Like, okay, I was right. See?
10 years ago was 2016. Okay, so I'm currently the age that Alicia Marie was in 2016.
Get the camera out, get the back to school, get the lockers. It's your time. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, isn't that weird? Like,
that is crazy.
She was so, like, she was at her peak, like, peak saturation YouTube era at my age.
Insane.
Anyways, continue.
No, like, that was kind of all about the James Charles things, but like, just with the age stuff, like it is putting into perspective that I'm like, wow, like at the age where I was at now, Emma Chamberlain had already moved to LA like 2 years ago at this point and was living by herself. Like, okay,
let
me not compare myself because like, oh my gosh, but like, damn, I don't know.
Wow. Anyways, speaking of Emma Chamberlain, if you haven't heard, maybe you're listening to this podcast because you don't have a certain other podcast to listen to. And that is Anything Goes.
Good segue.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she basically, you know, like she hasn't been posting on YouTube. She occasionally will make a video, but it's not like tied to any schedule. It's just when she feels like it. And then as for her podcast, she was releasing like multiple episodes a week. And she recently, maybe a month ago-ish, posted an episode just talking about how she's taking an indefinite break from the podcast to focus on other creative pursuits, which I think is like really good for her. Like, I feel like she's so inspiring in that way of like not being tied to a certain art form and just being an artist and influencer in any medium, because I feel kind of the same way. Like, I feel like she's pretty inspiring to me in the way that, like, you know, if I don't feel like doing YouTube right now, I don't have to force myself to do that. But if the creativity ever strikes, I can do that. Like, I don't have to be a full-time YouTuber. I can be someone who just creates one-off videos for fun. Yeah, I just like that she's not tying herself to a certain medium because she just has so much potential and like she can really create anything that she wants to. I kind of relate to that. Like, I want to be able to pursue lots of things and not just like name myself a certain type of artist, you know?
Totally. Yeah. And I'm just like so in awe by her Met Gala interviews because that also
I haven't even watched the ones from this year.
Yes.
I actually didn't know that she was doing it again this year.
And she was literally like the best dressed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like her just like landing that opportunity and then like being consistent with it is honestly just so inspiring because she's so deserving of it. I don't know. She just does such a good job at it because there are so many influencers, I guess people just who had a similar startup as her, like they were on the internet, you know, and they use these kind of interviewing opportunities as a chance to further their own careers. And so it's usually they're not asking good questions or they're just trying to make it about their humor or they're just kind of gushing about celebrities and not actually asking questions about their outfit or about their designer. And like, that's such a big focus of the Met Gala is these celebrities or whoever, or however we want to call them, being canvases for these designers. And so I love that she like hones in on the fashion and like how that ties into identity and how it just reflects somebody's like self-expression. And so I feel like the way that she interviews is so good. And you can tell that she makes people like feel comfortable on the carpet, which is great. And then
Yeah.
it's not like she's just trying to get a viral clip, you know, like the Jack Harlow thing where it's like, love ya, you know, like that was like nobody could have predicted that.
Yeah, and she's very humble about her position. Like the fact that she's interviewing these huge celebrities, that could get really easy to, you know, brag about it, be like, you know, I'm such a great interviewer. Like she could have been like teasing that for so long, like, you know, come watch me interview these celebrities at the Met Gala, but she makes it like not about herself at all.
Yeah, and she like gets better every year. Like you can tell that she like takes it seriously and stuff. So I'm like, kudos to her. Like Emma Chamberlain has just always been such a light. Like I don't know, and she looked so good.
Yeah, and I never. Or like, I wasn't super consistent with listening to her podcast. I would occasionally, I'm just bad at being consistent with listening to podcasts in general, but hers was one I listened to the most. But I'm definitely not like upset at all about her pausing, because when she paused on YouTube, that allowed her to create bigger and better things. So I feel like I'm excited for what she does next. I'm not really like, you know, she's not going anywhere.
Exactly. She's just conquering. She's just leveling up always. And so I'm like so here to see what she has to do. And also, I think it was very humble of her to kind of acknowledge that, you know, I've been doing podcasting for so long, but like Telepathy with Enzo Antonio and Anna Catherine, like they're just truly dominating. So like, who am I to like take up space in the podcasting world? So I was like really inspired by that. So
yeah, exactly. It was very like touching, and she puts others above herself.
Exactly. Like she knows where home is at every Tuesday. I'm just kidding. I need to stop like lying through my teeth. Okay, one of the recent things with Billie Eilish that I wanted to talk about, because I feel like it's really interesting, and I feel like it is a healthy reminder that you aren't going to agree with everything that everybody says, whether it's in real life or on the internet, and that it's actually healthy to disagree. But one of the recent things that has sparked a little bit of controversy is one of Billie Eilish's hot takes in an interview was that these two statements can't coexist. So you can't say I love animals and I eat meat. Like those don't go together. And a lot of people have been like, what? Like, no, I eat meat. I love animals, whatever. And this is such a privileged take. And so it's caused a lot of different opinions. And I feel like everyone's been like asking me what my opinion is, but no, I'm just kidding. Nobody asked, but I do want to like weigh in slightly as a vegetarian. I'm not vegan, but I don't eat meat, and I don't eat meat not just for environmental reasons. Like that is something that I have researched, and that is definitely a factor for me, but it is also just like my relationship with meat being weird and whatnot. But Billie Eilish has always advocated for this cause. Her mom has like the whole support and feed thing. So it's like, you're not going to agree with every cause that somebody has, but it's like, she is passionate about this and isn't like super hypocritical, but some of the backlash to it has been a lot of people say that it's a very privileged take because not everyone can afford to be vegan. And I kind of understand both sides of this, because there is definitely the realm of veganism where it's like Erewhon and it's these luxury alternative things to meat and it's super expensive. Right. But then as somebody who is vegetarian, not vegan, but vegetarian, I find that being vegetarian can actually save so much money, because the vegetarian options at restaurants tend to be the cheapest because there's no $40 steak in it. Or
that's actually
even
so
at the
true.
store, like you can get a big block of tofu that has so much protein in it and can get the macros that you're looking for, and it's not super expensive. I will say, yes, some of the alternatives like Beyond Meat or just like the vegan ground meat, it can be expensive, especially at stores like Whole Foods and those types of stores.
It's like you have to pay more to get the like good tasting imitation cheese and meat. But then if you're not going for imitation, if you're just going for like plant-based, you know, tofu and stuff, that's going to be like on the cheaper end.
Exactly. And that's what's frustrating about it, is everyone just like resulting to calling it a privileged take when her mom isn't Billie Eilish, but with Support and Feed, she's dedicated to talking about making plant-based diets more accessible and recipes and stuff. So it's like that all goes in line with her mission and what she's saying. So I don't get why everybody's calling it like a privilege take, because I think that access to healthy food is absolutely a class issue. And even in like my AP Lang class, like I did a whole thing on food deserts, and that's something that I am very passionate about.
I was going to say, like food deserts is definitely where it becomes a little bit harder to get like meat might end up being some of the cheapest things that you can get.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be like uber processed, and you're going to be unhealthy eating the super processed meat.
So I think that instead of coming at her, I think that food insecurity is an issue that needs to be addressed as a whole, and that coming just for plant-based diets or vegan diets is not helpful whatsoever and is not constructive at all, because you can eat a plant-based diet without spending so much money. This is absolutely possible. Yeah. And yes, food accessibility is always a concern, but I don't think that it's necessarily fair to be like, oh, it's just a privileged millionaire take to say that like, you should be plant-based. And then also there is a certain group saying that it's offensive to Indigenous people and their culture and how they have for so many years have been preserving every part of the animal and committing to that. But then I've also seen some responses that are like, so many Indigenous people are plant-based, and that is something that is in their nature and in their spirit. So it's like so weird that all of a sudden a lot of the times white people are suddenly using Indigenous people and their culture to like defend something. And it's like, oh, so suddenly you're really passionate about this? Like,
yeah. And also like, I think there were some things, I feel like Billie Eilish has already had some like Indigenous backlash in a way with the,
yes,
I can't even remember, what was it?
At the Grammys where she's like, no one is illegal in stolen land. And then people were like, wait, but your house is literally
on
stolen land.
Indigenous land, yeah. So like I feel like people already had that in mind, and we're probably trying to push even further. Like I will say I kind of agree with her statement that if you love animals, you can't eat meat. Like that's kind of something I don't know, it's definitely a struggle. Like a year or two ago I was really into I still watch him, but Alex O'Connor, he does like philosophy videos and he's a vegan, and he has some really interesting debates about like pro-veganism and animal ethics and morals. And I will say I have to agree that like it is the things that people do to animals to get meat is normally really terrible, and I feel like guilty a lot of the time for eating just like the meat from the grocery store. So I think like it's not just black and white though. Like there are some things you can do to eat meat that like wouldn't be as harsh to the animal. For example, like researching where you get your meat from and choosing farms that treat their animals well. And, you know, like you could be, if you're getting like the basic meat from the grocery store, that could be from cows that are like abused their whole life in the farm. But then you could also, on the other side, you could choose meat from a cow that was treated really well their whole life, but then eventually, you know, was brought to become meat, which you could still argue like whether they deserved to die for us to feed us. But I feel like I try to go in the line of like trying to find places to get meat from that like treat the animals well. Cause or like chickens, like getting like free range eggs from chickens rather than chickens that are cooped up in a little stall their whole life just to produce eggs.
I think that some people need to realize that we can always be better. And some people just get so comfortable constantly calling people out from this, like from behind a screen, because they're like, I'm not putting myself out there, so nobody's really coming after me. So it's kind of just my job to police everybody. And so the second that it's the other way around, where you see somebody on your screen kind of telling you like, hey, you are, you know, like are harming animals. And it's not saying like, oh, like you're a terrible person, but there are always ways that we can be better. And so like, yes, there are some elements of accountability with some of Billie Eilish's statements, like definitely the conversation about her house literally being on Indigenous land, like that is absolutely something that we can talk about. But I think also she's advocating so much more than these other celebrities. And so like, we don't want to get to a point where we're just constantly like punishing her for speaking out, because now all these other people are just going to like go into hiding and never say anything. But it's like, I think it's good to speak up about topics like this, but it is also good for people to be like, hey, by the way. So I don't know. I see a lot of sides of this.
And I feel like on Instagram, people always just treat everything like it's black and white. And like, there's just so, you know, we did an episode about this after Bad Bunny's Super Bowl, that like literally nothing is black and white. Like Instagram just makes people want to comment like, this is never true, or this is always true. And like, there's just so many there's like a spectrum of different possibilities. Like I said, like getting meat from animals that are treated well, or you don't have to either eat meat or not eat meat. Like there's so many different choices you can make.
Yeah, like just like the whole polarization of the internet.
Yeah.
Totally.
I also wanted to talk about, a little change of subject, Harry Styles getting engaged. I'm not like a super big Harry Styles fan, or like super, like I don't follow him super closely or anything, but I was like kind of surprised he got engaged, because I was like, wow, it's actually, I think it's more just crazy when like a big celebrity that you've known for forever gets engaged or married, like Taylor Swift or like Selena Gomez, because it's like, whoa.
Like you did it. Wow, like so
like
cool.
It's actually happening. He got engaged to Zoe Kravitz, who is, of course, as we know, Cinna from the Hunger Games' daughter.
Yes. Cinna!
I didn't like have too much to talk about this, but I had seen something really interesting, and I guess there's some backlash to him about, you know, I think they were only dating for 8 months or so before getting engaged, whereas he had been in relationships with other people for way longer and didn't get engaged. And then people are also giving backlash to Zoe Kravitz because she's apparently been engaged a few times and broken it off a lot. So people are thinking that that's going to happen again. But I saw this interesting take online about, have you heard of the taxi cab theory?
Wait, no. What is this?
So it's basically, I'd seen this a lot before, this Harry Styles stuff, but then somebody also related it to Harry Styles. And it's from, I don't know if it's originally from Sex and the City, but it's at least mentioned in that. And it's this theory that like men choose to marry someone when they're ready to get married. It doesn't depend on the person. Oh. It's like a taxi cab. Like you're driving around, the taxi cab isn't available to take anyone. And then when it turns the green light on, it's available for somebody to get in. And it's related to like men in relationships. Like they could date lots of people, and if they're not ready to get married, they'll never marry them, even if it's like the right person.
Wait, that's so
But then
interesting.
as soon as they're ready to get married, they'll turn their green light on, and the first person that finds them when they're ready for that, like becomes their wife. So people are saying...
Wait, that's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I know. That is kind of terrifying. Like I don't know.
I kind of hate thinking about that.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, it's definitely true in some instances, but I don't know if every man like acts like that. But people are saying that Harry Styles did that because he dated so many people, and I think his most recent relationship was Olivia Wilde, and they dated for so long. It could even be like Joe Alwyn when he dated Taylor Swift. Like, you know, he dated her for like 6 years. And like he just never wanted to marry her. He just wasn't ready. So it's kind of like people are saying that Harry Styles had this super short dating time before getting engaged to her because he was just like in that available space.
Yeah.
So
that's so interesting. But I feel like there's a huge elephant in the room here, and that's that Harry Styles' marriage literally doesn't affect us whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, yes, taxi cab theory, whatever. But at the end of the day, we don't know the relationship. These people don't know us. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I know people on the internet love to speculate about relationships and every celebrity's dating life, but
right.
I don't know. Like maybe
I don't really care.
I know exactly. Like with some, like you can be with somebody for 2 years, and maybe like within that 2 years, you're searching for the answer of like, are they the one? And then after 2 years, you find the answer, and you're like, wait, no, they're not. Like it's a complex thing. But then maybe with somebody for 8 months, you discover, wow, this person is the one. I mean, like me personally, like I feel like I'm just too paranoid that I maybe need like a little bit more time. But then again, that's me. That's not
same.
Like I'm not Harry Styles, so it's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just thought that was some interesting food for thought.
Yes. And also his tour too. Like I've been seeing so many people hating on it, and like it seems kind of fun. Like I liked his new album. Like I would go if it wasn't like $1 million, and like I haven't even seen all the dates and stuff. I don't even know if it's $1 million, but that's just like every concert now.
I feel like it's getting a little backlash, mainly because he's saying it's a world tour, but there's like not that many locations, and then he's playing at Madison Square Garden. Like I think his only US date is Madison Square Garden, but it's for like 60 shows or something. Yeah, so he's doing a residency, which I don't know, like I don't think something needs to be a tour if you don't want to do a tour. Like tours are very straining on the body and mind if you're going to a new place every day.
Yeah.
So like I almost kind of respect that he's doing just a residency. Like, I think that's a cool idea. And I could see Taylor Swift doing something like that as she gets older, because especially if she has a kid soon, like, she's not going to want to be traveling around every day somewhere new. Like, I don't know. I think it's a valid, like, type of, like, if you want to do a residency, I think that's fine.
Exactly. So, you know what? Period. Like, I don't know. But yes, so much food for thought. Like, oh, I'm not hungry because, like, so much food for thought.
Yes, so much. Did you have any other topics?
I think that was about it. Maybe you should, like, be employed or something. I don't know.
What about Jake Shane and Kylie Jenner? Or
oh, my only update is that I've never been like a consistent therapist listener, but I listened to the Kylie Jenner episode, also like the Casey Musgraves one, and like so good. Like Kylie Jenner is just so, the way she describes so many things as, oh my gosh, that is the best. And she says it like that. She's like, Turks and Caicos is the best. It's truly the best. Like, I just love it.
Did she talk about Timothy Chalamet at all?
No. They just talked about like, oh, and she plays Zelda too. Literally, like, I don't like video games, but I actually am very weirdly passionate about Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Kylie Jenner plays it. And I'm like, period.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the
I don't play video games
one,
either, but Zelda is like one that really intrigues me.
Exactly. Casey Musgrave's brain, though, oh my gosh, she just, I don't know, the way she gets existential, I'm just like, wow, like speak more. I don't know, the way she talks about life and feelings and relationships.
I feel like I'll like get a different perspective about her if I listen to this.
And it just makes so much sense because her songwriting is so vivid. And I do really agree with the statement that Casey Musgraves writes like she's experiencing like the world for the first time and telling somebody about it, or like experiencing a new emotion for the first time. Like, I just love the way that she writes. So good. So I love her. And yes, that's my only updates there.
Nice. Yeah. I've been off of Instagram for the past week, which has been really good. I was just like on it way too much. And maybe this will be another summer where I like delete social media for the summer, because I've done that like a few summers in the past. But yes, those were some good updates because I'm not in the loop currently. But yeah, we should make this like a recurring, because we have a few recurring episode topic or episode concepts or whatever. So this should be another recurring one.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Telepathy. We post new episodes every single Tuesday. So we'll see you next Tuesday for another episode. Follow us on Instagram at the Telepathy Pod for more updates, snippets, and more. And we shall see you guys in the next one.
Yay. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.